and welcome back to Jazz's Angel number 2. I'm super excited for today's video because today we are doing a pick a card on who has secretly been watching you guys online. So it could really be anyone. I'm excited to get into it. Before we get started, DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like a private reading. You can ask whatever you want for your reading, okay? Like this video, please subscribe to my channel and comment below what video you want to see next. So we have 4 groups here today, okay? Group 1 with the yellow stone, group 2 with the red stone, group 3 with the blue stone, and group 4 with the pink stone. So you can pick more than one pile, but just take 3 deep mindful breaths and center yourself. Follow your intuition and pick the pile or the piles that you're being called to, and we're just gonna get started. Alright, group 1 with the yellow stone, let's get right into it, okay? Who has been secretly watching you guys online? So the first card that we have that was under your stone is Deception and Envy. Deception and envy. You know, tapping into that energy is very, very interesting that's where we're starting. Because for me, it feels like maybe you guys have been working on your ascension, working on bettering yourself. It doesn't feel like good energy. I mean, deception and envy, not to say it's horrible energy, but it just feels like you're being watched by maybe a lot of eyes, or, you know, people from your past that, you know, maybe you've gotten arguments with. People are so weird, okay? People that you've had past fights and arguments with will be your biggest, like, online watchers, which, if you hate me so much, doesn't really make sense why you spend so much time watching me. But anyways, it feels like maybe an old friend has been watching you, maybe someone you've had beef with in the past, or maybe someone who just kind of desires and envies your life. They can see that you guys are growing, they can see that you're, you know, putting energy into yourself, and it's making them a little jealous. So let's see what else comes through though. So we have trapped in fear and wisdom. You know, to the outside, you guys may appear like you've got it all figured out. To watching eyes, it may seem like trapped in fear, deception, and envy and wisdom. It may feel like, you know, or seem like you guys really have it all together. This trapped in fear energy is very interesting as well. It's like there's this energy where other people feel like they don't have it in them to pursue, you know, their own goals, or they don't, you know, have the special sauce that you guys do. Almost just like there's something special about you guys that for whatever reason other people feel like they can't attain. And with this trapped in fear energy, it's like they're kind of living vicariously through you, but at the same time, it's making them kind of crazy. So it really doesn't make too much sense. But with the wisdom card, it's like that's the energy. It's like you guys have had it figured out, and, you know, they're a little jealous. So honestly, you're being watched. Honestly, it feels like by more than, you know, 1 or 2 eyes. It feels like quite a few people have been watching you guys online. Maybe you've just boosted up your social media. Maybe you're starting to gain a following online. But I am taking, you know, I'm getting the energy that some people, they're not liking to see that you're doing as good as you are. And also, to be quite honest, this can be from someone that you've dated in the past that either you left, ooh, I know that can cause that deception and envy energy, or someone who things just didn't work out with. It's the strangest thing. I had an ex before that I personally dated, and they did me so wrong in the end, but they're the kind of person who would want to see me suffer and do horrible. It doesn't, listen, I'm not a psychologist. I don't know the science behind it, but it's weird. It's strange that people that did you guys dirty could be the ones that are watching you and upset that you're not, you know, finally doing okay. You know, it's just, it's an interesting dynamic, but this could be someone you've dated or had something with in the past before. I did not expect to get anything like this, I gotta be honest. The Hanged Man, the 7 of Cups, and the Moon card in reverse. Yeah, and it's like this interesting dynamic because it's like you inspire them and you're an inspiration to a degree, but at the same time, they can't help but to be bitter that they don't have the things that you guys have. Someone is watching you online and they're definitely a hater, okay? We have the 7 of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Moon in reverse. So the Moon in reverse is more of that energy because the Moon can be a little fantastical. It can make things seem better or worse than they appear. So the Moon really kind of is a distortioner. But on you guys, it's kind of like you guys seem to really finally have a handle on who you want to be, what you want to do, etc. And, you know, for whatever reason, the haters are not liking that. And it seems like familiar energies, like maybe old friends, like people that you know, not just like random folk online making random assumptions about you. This feels like people that you've literally had conversations with, literally dealt with, either had feelings for or been in friendships with, and things maybe turned sour, and now they're stalking you guys. They're really watching you guys online. With the Seven of Cups, it's like they see that you have all this potential. They see that you have all these doors open. They see that you have, you know, just so much that you could do with your life, and they feel kind of stuck. And it's not even that they are stuck. It's just that they see you soaring because you've made your own plan. You've had your own desires, your own things that you've kind of wanted to do with your life. And, you know, you're starting to develop your craft. You're starting to get better at the things that you like, and you're starting to grow as a person and just, you know, really come into yourself. And it kind of makes them look at their life, and they're not matching that energy. They don't see all that inspiration. They don't see all those options in their own life, regardless of if they're actually there or not. They just refuse to kind of see what they could do with their own life or assess their own life. And so they're just kind of stuck watching you and being envious that you're happy. That could be it. Not even that you've had so much success, but just that you're happy and that life is moving on without them. And again, going back to what I was talking about before, that you're not absolutely miserable. It's people need some I can't even get into it. Okay, and then we have this Hangman card. So it's honestly like no matter how hard they try, they really can't stop watching you guys. It's kind of unfortunate, to be honest. Let me get some more information. What is the vibe of this person? What is their intention through watching them? How about we ask that? Because I don't get it. I don't get it. Why watch if you're just gonna be mad? Let me keep going. You know, why are the haters mad? What's going on? Let me see. So we have chaos and conflict, the tribe, and chop wood. That's a little sad, to be honest. Chaos and conflict, the tribe, and chop wood. Yeah, with this tribe card, you were definitely a part of their tribe in the past. You were either a friend with them, you know, a close friend. This could be a best friend that you've kind of fallen off with, especially if they're showing up in your suggested. That's because the algorithms are placing you guys together. They've been watching you, especially if you're seeing them. That's just like a little... okay, pro tip for you can know if someone's been watching you. If you see them like consistently popping up, it's because they've been visiting your page, and the algorithm of the social media has started to catch on to that. Okay, tea. But anyways, with this tribe card, it's just, it feels like it was someone who was close to you. It feels like it was someone who you knew. They were a part of your tribe, either a friend in your friend group, someone that you've dated, someone who was close to you. Even if you've had, you know, not a full relationship with them, but something, you know, where it was like a situationship that kind of went on for a while. Yeah. Also, chop wood, it's just this energy where it's like they feel really stuck, honestly. Chop wood is all about starting where you are and just getting to work, doing what you have to do. On period. Okay, and this person, for whatever reason, just has not done that, and they see that you have. But you know, to be honest, it's not even that they see that you've put in all this work. A lot of people refuse to acknowledge the work that has to go into the overnight success that they see. So if you finally had a win, or you're starting to finally, you know, become more confident, or just get bigger on social media, or whatever it is, you know, a lot of people don't acknowledge the hard work that had to go in. So they're just seeing whatever success you have, or whatever bit of happiness that you have, and they're acting like it's something, you know, negative. They have a lot of chaos and conflict going on in their personal life that they, you know, quite honestly refuse to handle. And that's really the issue. They'd much rather just watch you and be bitter because it gives them a reason to feel like whatever in their life is justified, when really they need to pick themselves up by their bootstraps and just get to work. But that's who's stalking you guys online. Like I said before, that was really unexpected. But yeah, DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like a private reading. You can ask whatever you want for your reading, okay? Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and comment below what video you want to see next. Alright, group 2 with the redstone. Let's get right into it, okay? Who has been secretly spying and watching you guys online? So the first card we have, ooh, interesting. That was under your stone is power. You know, tapping into that energy right off the gate, it feels like this is someone who wants some sort of power over you guys. It's almost like you've slipped just out of their grasp, and it's kind of giving me group 1 vibes. Group 1 had someone, okay, T, who was a little bit bit jealous of them. Let's just say that. That's been watching them online. But with you guys, it feels more like someone who wants some sort of power over you, or someone who wants to keep you in their corner, keep you in their life, keep you around, you know, for their benefit or something, it feels. So let's just keep going and see what we get, okay? Ooh. Ooh, okay, so this gives me a little bit of a romantic energy. That's interesting. So we have stand your ground, harmony, and power. You know what? This is starting to make sense. Tapping into this energy, especially with the stand your ground card, so funny how they go so hand in hand. This feels like someone who kind of wants a connection with you, but they want it to go their way. Maybe you've walked away from someone recently who things just weren't going anywhere with, or they weren't at least going, you know, kind of the way that you want or need them to go. And, you know, it feels like this is someone that you've walked away from, or someone where there's some distance from, not even just in a physical way, but distance, and you guys aren't talking as much as you used to, or, you know, there's been some separation, some silence. This definitely feels like an ex who wanted to exercise their power over you, or maybe someone who you were in a situationship with or flirtationship with, who, you know, kind of just wanted to keep the flirtationship going until the end of time, and you finally kind of walked away from it and decided to pursue your life and everything therein. And, you know, they're kind of still in this, you know, it doesn't feel like, you know, envious like group one, where it was maybe a friend, but it does feel like, you know, someone who did want something specific out of you that you would not give them, and you would not give it to them in your defense because it would have been unfair, you know. But yeah, this is definitely feeling like someone who you've had something with romantically in the past, or with a romantic energy, and they're kind of watching you because they're like, okay, and it's funny because tapping into the energy, it feels like they were much more okay with it when it first happened, but the more and more time goes on, they're like, oh, this is not, I can't call their bluff. They're not joking, they're serious about this, and they're kind of just watching you like, okay, are you serious? And kind of seeing like, okay, let me see if they end up posting anyone on their social media, like, let me see if they're trying to move on, like, let me see what they're doing with their life. And they're kind of just like watching, you know, and it's like, they're feeling their power, whatever power, false sense of power they had, they're feeling it kind of drift away from them, and they're kind of starting to realize that they don't have power over you guys like they thought they did, you know, or maybe they do, but you guys are already really standing your ground, and you're not, you know, running back to them. Congrats to you, but yeah, that's how it feels. Let's keep going. Ooh. Ooh, you guys are doing a great job. Let me just say that. Okay, we have the High Priestess, the Three of Cups, and the Eight of Coins in reverse, guys. I mean, it's clear as day for me. Eight of Coins in reverse. This is letting me know that they were not willing to compromise. They weren't willing to compromise. They weren't willing to work with you guys in the past, and that's why we are where we are, buddy, you know. And it's like, you know, they're watching now, and it's like they kind of have this bitter taste in their mouth, like, just at the fact that you're still continuing to live your life, just at the fact that your life is going on, and that you're finding happiness, and that you're pursuing other things, are just not focused on them. They're kind of like side-eye about that for whatever reason, and it's like they're having this power struggle within themselves at this point, like, should I come back to the situation? How should I address this situation? How can I make this work? Because to be quite honest, they're starting to miss you at this point, because they're realizing you're not going for it. You're not going for the okie doke anymore. For some of you, they chose someone else over you, or there was someone else involved that, or some other extenuating factor, not necessarily always a person, right? But something else in the picture that got in the way, and quite honestly, it could just be their gosh darn ego with this power card. But you know, that was definitely a factor in the past, and they did not want to compromise, and they did not want to work on it. And now you guys are in this High Priestess position. Okay, it is, you know, more of a feminine energy, but we all have masculine and feminine energy. It has nothing to do with gender. You guys are in this position where it's like, I'm standing up for myself. I'm not taking the okie doke. I'm not just going for whatever, and I'm not going to now allow you to basically manipulate me in this situation anymore. You can't always have exactly what you want. You guys are calling for this compromise, and you've essentially walked away from the situation, or there's some distance, like I was saying before. They can feel that. They can feel you guys kind of drawing back. They can feel you guys kind of second guessing, and they've really just been watching you, and it's kind of making them a little crazy. So let's keep going. Yeah, I can tell you they're definitely not happy. Ooh, that one really flew out. I'll take it. They're definitely not happy with exactly the way things are now. I can tell you that. We have imagine, breathe, and truth be told. Ooh, they may be coming in with a truth bomb, to be honest. Because like I was saying, they've been missing you guys, and it's kind of driving them nuts. Okay, so we have imagine, truth be told, and breathe. You know, they've been getting more and more angry about the situation. For whatever reason, it's like they let their ego win already by, you know, tricking themselves into believing, you know, tricking themselves into believing that they had some sort of power over you just because you liked them, and they thought that that meant you were weak. And a lot of people think that, especially with, you know, just water signs and earth signs, people think that, you know, they can just do whatever. But when you get cut off by a water sign or an earth sign, it's like no going back. And they tricked themselves into believing that you would forever kind of put up with them and go with the whatever it is that they wanted. And they feel you guys distancing yourself and separating, and they're not liking it. And it's honestly driving them nuts. It's making their imagination go wild. And that's why it kind of flew out, because this is the card that flew out, the Imagine card. Their imagination is really kind of spiraling out of control at this point. They don't know what to think. And they're kind of just allowing their mind to work against them, and it's being overactive, and it's a little more than creative. It just feels, it's a dangerous place to be in the mind when you allow it to kind of go to this extent. And to be quite honest, I feel a commitment for some of you guys from this person, because they've been watching and they're realizing, okay, wow, you really do have strength. And listen, time is fluid. Maybe this hasn't happened quite yet. Maybe you've just been thinking about walking away from someone. If you have, this is the perfect time to do it, because you already know what the outcome is going to be. This can whip this person into shape, okay? Sometimes you got to take away your energy. You don't know what you've got till it's gone. Okay, period. You know, sometimes you really do have to kind of take a step back for people to realize what life is like, what it's like not to have all your attention and energy. But we have the truth be told card. You know, for some of you, they're just realizing this truth. For some of you, this person is going to come out and tell you, listen, this is how I feel like, and they're finally going to kind of come to and realize, listen, you don't have any power over me. And I was proud of you guys, and I said that in the beginning, because it seems like you did exactly what was in your best interest. You realized that this person was playing games, or they're not giving you what it is that you need. So you took a step back, exactly like you should. And now I see them kind of opening up, like, okay, they're having this truth bomb moment, which will lead to either communication or them growing up, or them kind of getting it together, reassessing the situation with you, and coming at it in a better energy. But yeah, guys, this is who has been watching you online. DM my Instagram in the description below. If you'd like a private reading, you can ask whatever question you want, okay? Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment below what video you want to see next. All right, group 4 with the blue stone. Let's get right into it, okay? Who has been spying on you guys online? I want the tea. So the first card we have that was under your stone is New Beginnings. I actually really love this energy. I will say, with this New Beginnings card, for some of you, this is someone that you already know. For some of you, this is definitely a secret admirer. Let me just pull from the romance deck right away, because I want to know who this is. And maybe we'll get some different answers to really narrow down that energy. But with the New Beginnings energy, honestly, it feels quite fluid. It feels pretty open. It feels like for some of you, it's someone who's kind of noticed you online. Maybe you've gotten a recent follow, or you've connected with someone, you know, on a dating app, and you're talking with them, and they're offering a new beginning. Or maybe this is someone from the past that's wanting a new beginning. Okay, let's see. Ooh. For some of you guys, this is someone who has ghosted you in the past. Wow, honestly, wow. Okay, we have Gone, Time Out, and Persuasion. That's so funny. So someone's basically walking back to the situation. They are coming back like with a tail between the legs kind of energy, like a dog who knew that they kind of did bad. With the Gone card though, this is definitely for some of you someone who's tried to ghost you in the past, or they have successfully ghosted you guys. With the Gone card, it just feels like their energy is not around you in the present moments. Yeah, it definitely feels like this is someone who left, you know. They maybe things just didn't work out. Maybe things got too intense for them, but they've been watching you guys, someone from your past, and honestly tapping into this energy. It feels like heartbreak, but at the same time, it feels like you would be open to them if they did come back. So just know that if this is one of your exes or someone you've had a situationship with that, you know, didn't work out, it wouldn't be someone who you like would not want to come back around. And it feels like they tried to ghost you before, but honestly now they're in more of an energy where it's like, maybe it was just a timeout. We were just on a breaky break. And that's why it's funny that they're coming back with a tail between the legs energy, because it's like they knew they did wrong. They knew that their intention was to ghost you, and they knew that you knew that they were trying to ghost you. But now they're like, oh, it was just a timeout. You know what I'm saying? And I'm coming back with a new beginning. And it's like, okay, buddy. And then we have this persuasion card. So it's like they're trying to persuade you guys, and they're watching you online to see what you're into, and they're really kind of paying more attention to who you really are and accepting who you really are underneath all the layers more than they ever have. They're actually paying attention to you, taking inventory of who you actually are, so that when they come back, they can, you know, have the best possible success rate. But yeah, ooh, just dropped half these cards, honey. But yeah, they're definitely coming back with an energy where it's like they want things to work out this time. And honestly, they've missed you guys, and it feels like to me they know they messed up. So let's see what else comes through. Oh, shut up. Okay, so we have memories of love, transformation, and emotional loss. Okay, let me stop making fun of your person. Okay, emotional loss and memories of love and transformation. So, I mean, I'll take it for what it is, okay? I'll take it for what it is. I ain't gonna judge them, but I am saying you really tried it. You really tried to walk away, and now you're acting sad. So which one is it? Are you sad, or are you trying to walk away, or it was a break? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel that bad for you. We have the emotional loss card. They are hurting. I'm not gonna, you know, downgrade their feelings. They're hurting. Regardless of they're the person to have walked away or not, you guys understand this energy. If you've ever had to walk away from something, you know, even if it maybe it hurt, sometimes you have to walk away, was what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you have to walk away from things and you still get hurt. So even though you're the one walking away, you can still very much hurt, you know? So yeah, they feel an emotional loss. We have the memories of love card, which side-eye a little bit, but it is what it is. They definitely miss you guys, okay? And they've been doing a lot of reminiscing, doing a lot of remembering of, you know, the good times and things like that. And honestly, they want a transformation. They want a new beginning in this situation, and they're gonna try to persuade you. With that, you can expect maybe gifts or heightened communication, things being a lot better than what they were before. I will say, tapping into this energy, it does feel quite different, but it's not completely changed. So what you don't want is to expect this person to come through with and just be a totally different person. I'm just not getting that. I'm not getting that they're coming through and they're completely changed and, you know, it's this magical kind of thing. It does feel better, but, you know, it doesn't feel like this person is a whole new person, you know? So I'll say that. Well, let's keep going. I'm not hating. I'm honestly liking this energy more and more as time goes on. I'm sensing this person may be very convincing. They may be very, what's the word I'm looking for when someone is like charismatic, you know? It's just like you want to hate them, but you can't, because there's still like this little twinkle in their eye. There's still this little glimmer of hope you have for them. Ooh. Oh, honestly, it's like, how can you be mad? Listen, I love love, so maybe I'm just a sucker, but we have Yang, no place like home. Like, are you serial? And then we have Between Worlds. So no place like home, Yang, and Between Worlds. So honestly, right now in this present moment, they're still between worlds. They're still trying to figure out how exactly they can get to their desired outcome, which is honestly looking like them wanting to come back. But they know they've done wrong. So it's like they're stuck between dark and light. They're also trying to balance their ego, which is what I was talking about before, where it's like, you got to know that this person isn't going to come back and be completely different. But I will say they are trying. Right now, they're between worlds. They're deciding what they want to do. Honestly, they're so embarrassed. For some of you, they exited your life in just the wrong way. And some of them are quite embarrassed. They don't even know if they're going to be able to come back, because they don't know if, you know, they can handle it. Like, they feel the embarrassment. They know that they did something wrong, but they're coming through in a much more logical energy. So they're not going off of emotions as much. They're not, you know, too overwhelmed by the connection where they have to dip. They're not, you know, worried about just, you know, how they're feeling. They're being quite logical. Like, you know what, maybe there was seriously something to this connection, and they've pretty much convinced themselves that there is something to the connection, and they're really wanting to come back. They're in a very masculine, logical energy here. And then we have the No Place Like Home card, which just melted me, because it's like, that's just so sweet. Like, they have memories of love and no place like home. Like, there really is this softness to you guys that they recognize, and there really is this warmth, and there really is, you know, potential, and they feel bad for kind of just walking away and giving up on the connection and not giving it a fair shot and just not being fair to you guys, and they're coming back home. That's honestly so sweet. I don't even know what to do with myself right now. I was trying so hard to hate them. Like, yeah, guys, DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like a private reading. You can ask whatever question you want, okay, for your reading. Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and comment below what video you want to see next. All right, group 4 with the pink stone. Okay, last but not least, who is spying on you guys online? So the card we have that was under your stone is Destiny. Ooh, you know, honestly, it's interesting, because with this, I'm not getting specifically, like with the other groups, I felt like I could clearly identify the role this person played in your life. But honestly, with your group, tapping into this energy, the role that they've played in your life, if any, is going to be different, because regardless of all of that, this is a soulmate. So if this is someone you've had a flirtation, this could be someone you've had a flirtationship with. This could be a friend that you never got to explore things with. This could be an ex. This could be someone new. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, soulmate. That's what I'm getting with that Destiny energy. So it's like with them, you know, I could kind of see, okay, this is someone who this and this and this happened, or da 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 da. But with you guys, it's like there's kind of this openness to who they are, but regardless, they're carrying that soulmate energy with you guys. Okay, I'll let you out. Oh, there's a little bit of an identifier. So we have positive movement forward, and material and spiritual prosperity. Interesting. So we have Destiny, material and spiritual prosperity, and positive movement forward. I'm not surprised at all to get that energy with a soulmate, because, well, I mean, soulmates can take you through the ringer, but with this positive movement forward, for some of you guys, honestly, this is someone from the past, and they're ready. I just heard I'm ready. It's like ding, and I just heard like a little, like an oven go off, like that little ding that it'll give you. Positive movement forward, it's like they're finally ready to walk into this destiny with you, and they're really taking on this whole new energy where it's like, okay, I'm ready to actually pursue something serious here. Ooh, and they mean it. And they mean it. They're truly ready. That is so crazy. Material and spiritual prosperity, it's like things are finally gonna get to be explored with this person as well. Let me just pull some romance cards for my own curiosity and see what we get. So this is who's been spying on you guys online, eh? Okay, so we have out of sight, out of mind in heaven, and building up The nerve. Interesting. So out of sight, out of mind. This is not someone who you've been thinking about recently. This is someone who's been thinking about you guys a lot. And it's like maybe you guys haven't had communication for months or for years. I just feel like a lot of time has passed, and a lot is relative. This could be a lot considering how much you guys typically communicate. Maybe that's, you know, the a lot, you know, maybe you've just really pulled back where you used to talk to this person every day, but maybe now it's like once a week you'll send a meme back here and there. Yeah, but out of sight, out of mind. This is someone you've kind of forgotten about, or someone from a past life as well, and it's like the destiny's coming through so you guys can complete a karmic cycle. That is so crazy. But it feels like with this in heaven card, it feels very, very right. This is someone who's you've been very attracted to. If you've met this person, this is someone you've had distance from in the recent past, and that you're very, very much so attracted to. But it's just like, for whatever reason, whatever in the past, they weren't ready. They weren't ready. And now they are. And now they're actually building up the nerve, taking it a step further to kind of pursue your connection and pursue you guys. Wow. Wow, group 4. Destiny. 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 I'm feeling something from that, and I can't quite put my finger on it. What is that? Past life soul connection. What is that? Destiny. It just feels like there's a lot of karmic energy with this person. Okay, we like her. Okay, 5 of Swords in reverse, 4 of Staffs, and the 5 of Cups. So honestly, they want to restart. They want to do this thing right. If you have not met this person already, if you've not had a connection like you felt super, I mean, just unbelievably attracted to someone, then you haven't ever met this person before, because this is an energy that you would not forget. This is an energy that you would remember, like, oh my gosh, there's that person in the past and I just liked them so freaking much. If you don't have that experience, then you haven't met this person yet. They're still kind of building up the nerve to actually maybe slide in your DM or approach you, talk to you, whatever. But with this 5 of Swords in reverse, it's like something didn't work out, either in a past life or either in this life. Something did not work out with you guys, and they're ready to get over that hump. They're ready to kind of clear that karma that you guys have with each other. You know, with this 5 of Swords, it does feel like they were a little sneaky in the past. They weren't ready. They weren't, and they're finally ready now, and it's like they know they weren't. This 5 of Cups was actually in reverse as well. With the 5 of Cups in reverse, it's like you're not going to be searching and looking and wondering this time around like how this person feels. They're coming in honestly in a really good mature energy. Not gonna lie, they're coming in on some really good energy. Okay, it's an energy that I would trust. And I'm honestly sensing that the universe is saying open your heart up to this connection, because there's a lot of potential here. With this 4 of Staffs as well, it's like this is definitely big relationship energy. They're kind of, you know, creating an infinity symbol with the ribbons around each other, and that's because it's representing them basically having a sacred union and coming together to kind of make one. So it's like they're coming through in a much better energy than they did in the past. But some of you are gonna maybe struggle with that past energy to get over how they kind of treated you or the way things went. Some of you guys are just really not feeling that. You're like, yeah, but so funny. We have children, past life relationship, literally like I've been saying, and then passion are the cards that came out for you guys. So there you are. Okay, let's get into it. So we have the children card. Your love life is being affected by children. Honestly, I'm not getting, for the most of you, this is going to be literal children. The energy from this children card is showing me that it was just they were childish before. It's like they were the child. They weren't ready. They were in an immature mind state. They were. And it's like, you know, it's even in the past life energy, it's like you guys didn't mature enough, or you didn't ascend high enough to where you understood that you had to do something together, that you guys are kind of meant to be together. I don't want to say twin flame, but to be quite honest, for very, very few of you, like maybe 1 or 2, I'm getting that energy. I'm telling you, I just don't like to really throw that around, but I am getting that energy, okay? And then we have past life relationship. Like I've literally been saying, you have known each other before is what it says at the bottom of this card, and I'm definitely getting past life relationship. It just feels so polarizing. It feels like you guys really know each other, even if you meet this person for the first time, or if you know who this person is, and when you met them for the first time, you felt absolutely just immediately attracted to them. That's how strong this connection is. It definitely feels like someone who you really already have something built with. It really feels like that. And then we have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. This is honestly a suggestion from the universe. Like, listen, I know something in the past may not have been right with this person, but this is destiny that kind of needs to take play here. And it's like, how many more lives are you guys going to have to go through before you can get it together? It's kind of what the universe is saying. Like, okay, let me put them together again to see if they can work it out. Is y'all gonna work it out? Like, is this going to be the time that you finally figure it out together? But it feels like, honestly, the other person was dragging their feet. The passion feels mutual. It feels like there was an attraction on both ends, but they just weren't ready. But it does feel like it was a little bit more their fault than yours. But they are coming through in a much better energy, and they really do want to, you know, kind of revisit this. They want to kind of see what it's all about. They want to give it a chance. So that's who's been watching you guys online. DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like a private reading. You can ask whatever question you want for your reading, okay? Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and comment below what video you want to see next. I love you. Be careful what you wish for, okay? And I will see you in the next one. Mwah!